Hi Pisces, welcome to your new moon in Pisces reading for February 19th and 20th, 2023. New moons bring in new cycles, and this is a big one for you as this is your moon. And this deck, the 5 cent Madame Clara deck, has some extra cards in there, and we got the Messenger. And I thought I took out all the extra cards, but I guess I left this one in and we got it, and I'm going to keep it. But I'm going to tell you that this is about spirit guides. It's about protection and divine signs. On the negative side, you have ignorance and unreceptive, or we disregard the messages and the signs and the symbols and that kind of thing. But it's the messenger. This is Horus. So let's see how maybe we have some extra special guidance as this is our moon. But these are the big guns, the spirit guides, right? So I'm going to pay a lot of attention to signs and symbols and what I receive from my guides, as I always do, but maybe even a little bit more this time. So let's see what's going on for the next 2 weeks. New moons bring in new cycles, and there we go. We're starting off with transformation. It is the end of one cycle, the beginning of something else. Something is transforming in our world. There is a purification with the death card, and that can be partnerships. Now this can be partnerships of all kinds, romantic, business, friendships, but there's some transformations going on where that's concerned. There can also be healing going on within partnerships and relationships. But this is the heart's mirrored desire. So it doesn't even have to be another person. It's something that you desire. It's something that you really, really, really want. It can be reflected to you in another person, or it can come back to you in that way. But it is the heart's mirrored desire. This is the Lord of Love, or Venus in Cancer. More twos. So you're behaving as the Two of Wands, making decisions. Where do I belong? Where should I establish this new passion, this new idea? Where does it belong? Is there a better place for it? Am I where I'm supposed to be? It's kind of making those decisions. You may have mastered one thing and want to add something to it. There's a feeling of combining things here. So combining something that you've already established with something maybe that you're just learning or understanding here. Okay, and the Two of Pentacles. So duality here is big. Choices here. Two of Pentacles is sort of trying to keep two things afloat. And that's what I mean by adding something. Maybe we've already established, we've learned and we've established it, and now we want to add something else to it, or do something else on the side. Having two things kind of going, juggling between the two things, keeping two balls up in the air. The nice thing with this card is that it's a fun activity. Though it can get your emotions in a twist sometimes, it's still a fun activity. My feeling that is also that being active is going to be very necessary in the coming period. Perhaps walking, hiking, running, something like that, but being active. We'll get clarification in a minute. So you have the Four of Swords here as so this is how you're behaving, right? And this is the outcome. The Four of Swords, that is rest. But while we're resting, we are planning. I guess it's while we're deciding we're planning, because there's a lot of duality here, choice. and gaining strength. I think you need a rest. I think you need a rest before the big Saturn comes into our sign in March. And I feel like we need to have some courage in making these choices or decisions and in seeing the transformation from one situation to the next, because that's kind of what I'm feeling here with all the twos. You have even numbers. Even the 13 reduces down to 4, so you have a lot of even numbers. So I do feel like balance is really important. And I think what you're doing is sort of saving your strength for something. So let's find out what that is. All right, let's look at the Death card and the Two of Cups. Now that can be the end or transformation of a relationship. It feels more like the transformation of a partnership of some sort. And it can be where one person helped out somebody before that. Now the tables turn and you'll be able to help that person out. But this is a very charitable energy. It's also like minor illnesses or medications, supplements, that kind of thing. And so your chemistry may be even changing. So you might have to change your diet, your supplements. You may be seeing what medication plays well with the other one, what supplements are good to take with each other, but there's that kind of energy. And again, 6, which is balance. Balance is necessary here. In relationships, though, and this is what might be changing, there may be this idea of giving and receiving alike, right? If a relationship is balanced, then you give what you get and you get what you give, right? It's a nice balance there. But if it's off balance, that needs to change with the Death card. But you could be helping somebody out financially, or they could be helping you out. I'm going to pull another one for that card. Choices. More choices. Only this time, even more choices. The 7 planets offering you something different, and you have to make a choice. What do I want? And this card always says, choose what the heart wants. Okay. So 2 of Wands, 2 of Pentacles is how you're behaving. And so these choices, or making this choice, integrating something into something else, could cause a little bit of emotional upheaval, or just trying to keep everything, all your balls up in the air. Keep everything moving. You have the King of Pentacles with that. Now, this King of Pentacles has been in almost every reading, so he gets around. I don't know who this person is, but he's been in almost every reading, if not every reading. So I don't understand it, but there he is. This is my Gemini card. This is somebody who is highly focused. And the strange thing is, Pisces is not focused, not usually, not unless you have some supporting planets. They're usually all over the place. The ocean is vast and deep, so the fish go everywhere. The King of Pentacles is focused on work and business and making money. And he can be the CEO of a business. So you could be considering your own business, your own thing. The King of Pentacles is master of the physical, and so this can be your new beginning. You are mastering the physical. You're mastering finances. You're mastering money. You're mastering health and wellness, especially with the Six of Pentacles here. But it is highly, highly focused individual. They think about their work pretty much and not much else. This is my Gemini card. Okay, and then the Four of Swords and the Strength card. Well, you have Pisces. So I'm going to pull another one for that because you know Pisces. You are a Pisces. Okay. We need to get grounded. 2 4s. 2 4s and 8. We need to find grounding. We need to find stability here. Financial stability, physical stability, but also because of the Page of Cups, we might need courage. So the Strength card is courage, right? And the Page of Cups can have some insecurities, or they can also dive in before they know everything completely. So they can dive into a situation without knowing all the facts and figures and just say, I'll figure it out as I go along. But the King of Pentacles won't do that. The King of Pentacles will figure out what it is he needs to do before he does it, because he takes small steps or makes small changes for big sweeping changes, right? To make those big sweeping changes. So little small steps, little tweaks, tweak it as you go kind of energy. So it's like you do something, you see how it goes. If it's going well, you continue in that direction, or you make that direction stronger, or you change it, you tweak it in another direction and see if it goes better in that particular way. But the King of Pentacles takes small steps, and I guess that's why you have a lot of 2s, because they are small decisions that you need to do to make the bigger decisions. And with that Four of Pentacles, it is setting down a strong foundation on which to build. It's also saving your money. And I don't think the King of Pentacles, I think the King of Pentacles wants it all. I really do. But I think he's going to be pretty secure before he starts buying it all. So I do think that that's a major theme here for us, is to hold on to some of that money as it comes in. Also with the Page of Cups, there's expansion. But this, so one of the things that I keep seeing here is the kind of turbulent water, which tells me that there'll be some emotional ups and downs, which is probably why we'll need a rest during the next 2 weeks. But the Two of Pentacles is juggling. It's a happy activity. So I think it's a lighter kind of juggle, or a lighter emotional turbulence. The Page of Cups can sometimes be their own worst enemy, where you let yourself go with the emotion instead of redirecting it. And I feel like that's something that we have to learn how to do as well. I want to pull one more card. There are certainly big changes coming, but it feels to me like we need a little bit of rest before this. I guess rest is part of the transformation, right? Yeah, This card for me means that the planets are in play here. And like I said with this Page of Cups, we can be our own worst enemy. We can let a thought get away from us. And that's why we have to be the King of Pentacles, right? We have to be focused on what it is that needs to get done and not let that thought get carried away, not blow it up bigger than it's supposed to really be. And again, with the Messenger card, I really think that we have to look out for signs and synchronicities. If something comes easy, that's probably the direction to go. And if you hit your head against a brick wall constantly, or you keep trying something and nothing's happening with it, it's probably time to let it go. At least release focus and put your focus on something else. What does Spirit want you to know? The King of Cups. King of Cups is my entrepreneur card. He's the matured Piscean, right? It's my Cancer card. So this is the person who masters their emotions. That's the transformation that's happening here in the next 2 weeks. But it is also, they're highly psychic and intuitive people, the King of Cups. And so again, the Messenger, look out for those interesting talks that you have with fish, right? Look out for those symbols, for those synchronicities. A Pisces knows what I'm talking about. The King of Cups is an entrepreneur. I'll say that again. And it's a cardinal sign, so they do things and they do them properly. They don't do it halfway. They expect the best from themselves and the people around them. And they've kind of grown a little shell around that mushy inside for protection. The fish is kind of unprotected. The best thing they can do is swim away from a situation. But in this case, you're mastering emotions. I think that's what's changing here. But also, your psychic and intuitive energies, I think, are going to shift too. I think they're going to become stronger. You're at the beginning phase of this new transformation, that's for sure, with the 3 2s, yep. Aquarius had the best reading out of everybody. So if you have any Aquarius with you, then you're in good stand. I don't think this is a bad reading. I just think it's changing, and we're at the beginning of a change. And we're going to be masters of both the emotional and the physical. That can't be bad, right? Right on. Okay, I hope this has been helpful. I will speak to you in 2 weeks with a full moon reading. This is just for 2 weeks, so I'll be back. I am doing dailies, and I will be putting out the video of the journaling with the archetypes. Thank you for listening. Take good care. Enjoy. Bye.